Alright, I'm going to show how we add the little nails to the end of our walls and how to add the magnets to our pillars. First we're going to do the walls. Here's the nails that I use. I just take a good pair of cutters and I just snip it about this long. That's about a ½ inch long. You can go buy little nails like this, but I prefer the nails with a little bit bigger head. The reason being is your magnet has more of an area to grab. Doesn't have to be 100%. Now if this was magnet to magnet, you'd have to worry about poles, and they don't really like to be off. They really want to pull to the center. So it's easier just to use the nails. That way you don't have to be 100% accurate. And what I use is a little diamond tool. These are great. I use them as little drill bits. And all we have to do on this one is to line up the center here. Just like that. If it's on the fresh, use your finger as a guide. Score one side, score the other side. Now you see where your center is. You can mark your center and then use your finger to score exactly center all the way down. I normally don't use a diamond tool for this. I normally use a pencil of some kind. You can even do that on the ends. If you want to find an absolute center, you can do all four. And then give me a dead center. Right there. And right there. And then you just take your little diamond tool. Try to insert it into the center and keep it in the center. You can turn and look down your center lines as you push down. You don't have to go down very far. I want the foam to seize up around the nail itself. What's nice about these particular nails is they have little grooves at the top, so that really helps hold them in place after you glue them. I've actually got these to hold in with tacky glue. Most of the time I use the Gorilla Clear to glue metal to the foam. It just works so much better. Now that we have our center holes, we're going to want to be able to countersink that nail just a little bit. And in my diamond tool set, I had this little concave tool like this. And what I do is I take this little tool, put it on there, and I just twist it back and forth a few times. And it gives me a nice little concave area. Now, the other way to do that would be is to take the nail itself and kind of line it up and kind of just wiggle it around. And that gives your little concave area from about the exact size of the nail head. You can even twist it. And you're just pressing the foam then. I like this little tool. It just works. Adds a nice little channel. Nice little place for the nail head to seat in. Okay. Like I said, I get these to stick with tacky glue, so I'm just going to use tacky glue on them. To cut my nails, I use these cutters. I have to actually push pretty hard. It is a nail. I hold the nail with 2 fingers here and 2 fingers here, making sure that I'm not going to crimp my fingers in any way, and then press against your leg. Here's a little spike for you. These also work great for joining 2 pieces if you need a little extra support. We'll do the other side. Okay. Just a little bit of glue is all it takes. I'm going to put it on both sides. Alright. Just force it into that little hole. Excess comes up, just wipe away. Right, and then you just set it to dry. Get a whole bunch done for your walls. You can even do the longer walls. You can see after the wall's built up on it how it looks. Right, to add the magnets. Pretty simple. Use this diamond encrusted tool. You could use a nail. Anything that'll poke into the foam. I use the clear here. These magnets are real smooth, that way I get the best adhesion that you can. This tacky glue will not work for this. You can use hot glue, but hot glue sets so fast by the time you push your magnet in there, you end up with it being off just a little bit. So it's much easier if you actually just use the clear Gorilla Glue. But you can use whatever's easiest for you too. With this setup, you don't have to worry about which way the poles are facing. If this was magnet to magnet, you would have to worry about which way the poles are facing, so it doesn't push away. So here's the one we're going to add the magnet to. And what you do is you find your little corner here, and what's nice is everything's pretty much a 1/4 inch bricks down here. That, you know, the 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch piece will come up to here, and that's just like the dead center. I don't like to use the thinner tool. I like to use a little thicker tool, and I just press in right where the center would be. Remember, use hot glue on the bottom of some of these. Flip around, got your little crosshair mark here again, and just press in. These aren't going to come out 100%. And you can go in quite a ways before you pop through your wall. I'm just making it big enough to hold it. If this was much shorter, I would find something a little bit wider, like a little rod, and actually just use the rod and just push as shallow as I have to. So I use these little high-powered magnets. You can get them at most craft stores. I use the little ones because they're so much cheaper than the large ones. I can get 20 or 30 of these for a pretty inexpensive price compared to 5 or 6. I'm cheap and pushing that one back out. I love this glue. One of the best glues there is. I've been using this bottle for a long time. I'm just going to put a dab on each one and then insert them and let them dry. I don't like to get this glue on my hands, so I avoid it as much as possible. You can even wear latex gloves or a better protective glove. And then you can just pull your piece that's holding your magnet down. I'm using a little cut off of the nail to do this. Sometimes they're close enough to actually cause one to push the other one out, so I'm going to switch sides. I just use the other half of the nail to flip it. Hopefully they won't pull to each other here. The brick's kind of up a little bit. Glue makes it a little slippery. There we go. Just like that. And you just let it dry. That's how I add my magnets and my nails to my 3x3 tile setups.